Game over. Jags actually win 38-17. Uh, by far the best game of the year. Uh, Defense stopped the number two running back in the whole NFL. Shut him down under 100 yards. Uh, Mariota got hurt in the third quarter. I mean, he could have brought Tennessee back ultimately, but uh, I don't think that was a huge factor in the game. Uh, Blake Bortles, by far, his best game that maybe I've seen him play. Uh, Very accurate with the ball, tight spirals, good decision making, uh, putting the balls in the spots where the wide receivers can make them. Now, he didn't have a perfect game. There's some balls where he had A-Rob on a couple deep throws where if he throws it more inbounds, A-Rob catches it inbounds. But I'm not going to nitpick too much about stuff like that whenever you win. Jalen Ramsey showing why he should have been selected to the Pro Bowl. He got a pick six today. Uh, 2 weeks in a row with an interception now for Jalen Ramsey. Special teams penalties in general, they need to get fixed. Huge problems. Doug Marone overall did a good job. Now I don't know if that's just he's a good coach or the talent's been here all along and Gus Bradley's just garbage. Um, I guess we'll see what happens next week when we play Indianapolis. Uh, the biggest things I noticed about this game though is we need to get rid of Chris Ivory. I'm done with Chris Ivory. I don't care. He fumbles it more than any 1,000 yard back I've ever seen. It's even like I know it's not doesn't count as a fumble if you're down and then they still strip the ball as you're falling down. But to me, that's you're supposed to hold on to the ball. That's a fumble. You can't hold on to the fucking football, bro. You need to get off the fucking team. But I need to calm down. We won the game. Be happy because we win the game. It shouldn't affect our draft slot too much. Uh, and it always feels good to win at home. So all my friends that went to the Jags game, hope you enjoyed it. So that's always good, especially against the hated Tennessee Titans mayonnaise lovers. Uh, let's see. What else can I say about the game? Marquise Lee got a touchdown pass to Blake Bortles. Blake Bortles is the first NFL quarterback, I think, in NFL history to throw for 300 yards and get a receiving touchdown. And not to mention, talking about Blake Bortles in 300-yard games, he's never even got 300 yards and won the game until today. This game was all on his shoulders. The running backs really didn't do much. TJ Yeldon got hurt early on and maybe like his first play. His ankle bothered him. Ivory got hurt after halftime. So it was really just Corey Grant and Blake Bortles. Corey Grant really didn't do much. But it was good. I wanted to see Corey Grant because obviously I don't like Ivory. Uh, Yannick tied Tony Brackens for the most sacks and for a rookie with 7. So hopefully he could get at least one more or a half a sack next week, so he could break the Jaguars rookie record. That'd be really nice for him to get. So there's a lot more good stuff to talk about when you win games. Something that I felt like we should have been doing more of this year. They said on the TV that this is the or 4 out of the 5 past games we've had a fourth quarter lead but lost every game. Can't do that in the NFL. So I guess that's on the defense, really. Defense needs to shut them out. Uh, if Bortles can play like this, he is the franchise quarterback. If he can play like this every week. I don't want him to play like this 8 games out of the year and then the other 8 games to play like he has this year. Because if so, he's not the franchise quarterback. But if he can build on this, be consistent, he's got that fire underneath his ass now, maybe he could get shit done. Allen Robinson had a big game, over 100 yards. I think over 9 catches. I'm sure. Uh, Finally getting in a rhythm. So I'm ready to see what's going to happen with this. And I did see a report from Twitter from Brent Martineau that Dave is going to have Tom Coughlin in on Monday for some sort of talking. So who knows what that's going to be about? Uh, I say if Doug Marrone coaches this team up to beat the Colts just as bad as they beat Tennessee, that he needs to have a real chance at this job. Um, or maybe I'm just being falling in love with the first pretty girl that walks through the door, so to speak, since I've been so used to the Gus Bradley. But I mean, I totally thought they were gonna be unexpired to play. I thought they were just going to destroy us today, and we ended up with our third win. Somewhere Gus Bradley has a big smile on his face, I'm sure. So, I think I'm going to call it here. Awkward ending to the video, I suppose. Well, I'm not going to dab because I ain't no fucking hero.